evolve over the last year and a half of being the starter in terms of what he's willing to do, not do, college things like. I think you get right.
Yeah, I think he's doing a really good job of managing the offense. I think he still, takes those chances in the double coverage and things of that nature. But I think he's really doing a good job of taking what the defense gives him, and he's doing a good job of using his legs as well. I think he just does a really good job of just managing. He's not trying to get everything back in one play. Like even when we've had some mistakes or some turnovers, we just methodically still go about our business, and it doesn't seem like he really gets fazed by that stuff. So I just think just his poise has really grown. He's had that since he got here, but you can tell he's grown with the comfortability he's had.
Where do you see that? You talk about managing the game. What are some plays that stick out to you that kind of show that?
Yeah, well, I think the touchdown to Bates was a big play for us in the red zone. We're getting down to the red zone, and that's not necessarily a route that we hit all the time, but I think he does a good job of seeing the field and taking what the defense gives him. I think when we come off on the sideline and get to look at the iPads and things like that, he's able to really self-correct really well and notice that those underneath routes are possibly open with the playmakers that we have. We could take those, sometimes those checkdowns and make them to even longer gains.
Does he have frustrated moments on the sideline? It seems like he's always playing it cool a little bit. Does he have that?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's always some throws that he would like to have back, but just his overall I would say his mentality and his attitude on the sideline is always positive. Like he's always the first to put the blame on himself, but he's always encouraging guys at the same time, even if one of us have a mistake. And so when your quarterback has your back like that, I think it gives everybody confidence.
It's a really late bye week this year. Do you feel that in your body, and is it kind of shocking you haven't had the bye yet?
Yeah, this is probably the latest bye week that I've been a part of since I've been in the NFL, and it's definitely a grind. But I think at this part of my career, I kind of know what it feels like to have this long grind of a season. So I just really try to emphasize taking care of my body like I do each and every week. But our main focus is getting this win, and then we could get a very timely bye week for us to get some guys back healthy, get our bodies feeling good to really continue to try to make this playoff push.
You guys are rolling right now, though. Like, is that bye coming? Would it disrupt the momentum?
Yeah, I think that's fair to speculate that, but I think also it's on us as myself as a leader and the rest of the guys we have in this locker room to not let that happen. Win or loss this weekend, we go into the bye week with the mentality that we're trying to get ourselves refreshed, trying to help our bodies get the last spring so we can make this playoff push. It's not really a time for necessarily like a long vacation or just getting relaxed, but just more of a time to regroup and see how we can improve the things that we need to get to where we want to go.
Since you've been here, you had a couple years ago Alex Smith coming back, Ron with fighting the cancer. What is it with B-Rob coming back for what he has and then running the way he has? What does that mean to you guys?
Yeah, I think the way B-Rob has bounced back from what happened to him in the early part of this season is nothing short of just a blessing and a miracle, honestly. Just the way he's been able to not only play but come back and run really well like he has for us. I think he really sets the tone up front running the football. There could be 2-3 guys on him and he's pushing the pile. And I think it's a mentality. I think that type of mentality is infectious because when you have your running back who's not afraid to stick his nose in there and run guys over, guys feel that type of energy. You want to up your level of play, up your level of physicality. So to see the way he's bounced back from such a tragic incident, but he didn't use it to, he never really felt sorry for himself. He used it kind of as a springboard to motivate his ability to come back and help us. And what he said in the locker room after the game, just how much this team meant to him when he was going through that, to be able to support him. I think that's the greatest thing about football and being a teammate. You get to see guys go through things, but you also get to see them come out on the other side. And what he's doing, especially after what he's gone through, is really cool to see. And I think it's inspirational to all of us. But since he's gotten here, I knew the type of player he was going to be, the type of man that he is, and just the way he approaches the game of football and life is very unique for a guy who's a rookie just getting into the league.
Duran was just talking about how much fun it is to be playing meaningful football in December. What's that like?
Yeah, it is very fun because every game matters, and there's not a big room for error. But if you're a competitor, you like those type of situations. You like those gotta have it type of game situations, downs of football, and that's why you want to play in the NFL, and that's why you want. We come in here each and every day to have a chance to make the playoffs and win it all. So to be in the conversation, to have a chance to play meaningful football is a blessing. But at the same time, we know we have to do something with it for it to even, sink in. I feel like we don't really have time to enjoy it now. But just the fact that you get to wake up and not know, okay, when's vacation? You know what I mean? Like that gives you extra pep in your step when you wake up in the morning, because you know that you have a chance to get to the team's goals.
Hey Terry, facing the Giants this week, you talk about not room for a lot of errors.
Right.
What are some of the key things offensively that
Yeah.
you know that you all have to concentrate on facing a team like the Giants with that defense?
Definitely. I think they play a very aggressive style defense. As the receivers, we know that we're going to get possibly more man coverage than we've gotten all season, and we have to be prepared for that, and I think we will. Offensively, I know they like to bring pressure and just keep things exotic and keep the offense on their toes. And for us, we got to stay ahead of the sticks. I think that's going to be extremely important, not get into third and long situations where they can really pin their ears back and attack us. We have to win one-on-ones on the perimeter. When you're going against another guy, you have to win that matchup, make contested catches. And I think scoring in the red zone points at a premium is going to be huge, especially against a defense like this, but also in these division-type games. Like, scoring is really, really hard. And, we've kind of had good and bad times scoring in the red zone, but if we want to have the success that we want to have this weekend, I think scoring in the red zone, taking care of the football, and converting on third down as well, because they're a really good third down team. So they present a lot of challenges, but I think our group is up for the challenge.
Terry, speaking of the bye and the Giants, you can play them basically 2 games in a row.
Right.
From a preparation standpoint.
Right.
What is it? Do you like that?
Yeah.
How's the team going about it?
I've never really been a part of that. Honestly, I think it's definitely an interesting caveat to the season and to our schedule. But I think each game presents its own challenges. Honestly, like, no matter how this game goes, although it may give you momentum for the next one, you still got to prepare and approach that as if it's his own game and its own entity. So I think going into a situation where we're playing them this week, bye week, playing them again, we just got to take it one day at a time, one practice at a time.
What'd you think of Brian's big hat?
Bro, I was like, that's crazy. Like, he walked in with the big hat on. I was like, what was going on? But when you rush for 100 yards like that, wear whatever you want. But I think more than anything, it's cool that he's supporting somebody he knows, and it's like free marketing for that guy. But that was pretty funny.
Do you want one of the hats?
I think
wear one of those?
I got a big head, so I maybe could use one of those. But, I think I'm good with the hats I got.
Thanks, Derek.